On this edition of Temple Update, Temple prepares to paint the town cherry. 2010 graduation is going green.
And see how Temple students are fighting against one of the biggest problems in Philadelphia.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Brian Tomadrick.
And I'm Liza George. After 5 weeks at the bargaining table, there has finally been a breakthrough in the negotiations for the Temple University Nurses Union and the Temple Hospital. The nurses' strike is over. An agreement between the Pennsylvania Association of Staff Nurses and Allied Professionals and Temple University Hospital will return 1,500 hospital employees to work. 2/3 of the union members took part in 3 ratification votes Wednesday. 97% of the voters were in favor of the agreement with the hospital. The nurses and other hospital staff had been on strike since March 31st.
While Temple's law school recently received very high rankings in several academic categories, the 2010 version of the U.S. News & World Report has ranked Temple University's Beasley School of Law second in the nation at trial advocacy. The school's mock trial system is set up to train law students on the processes and rules of the courtroom. The law school was also ranked 7th in legal writing and 15th in international law.
The bail for the Temple student Nicholas Hasselbeck has been posted. Hasselbeck was the driver police say was involved in a hit-and-run accident on April 11th that has left Temple law student Tody Foltz fighting for his life. Though Hasselbeck could not persuade a Philadelphia judge to reduce his $500,000 bail, his friends and neighbors posted the $50,000 in cash required to release him from jail while his trial is pending. Meanwhile, Foltz remains in Hahnemann University Hospital in what Assistant District Attorney Lynn O'Brien called grave condition. She said Foltz opened his eyes for the first time last week, but doctors are still unsure about the extent of his brain injuries. He suffered from a skull fracture and several broken bones following the accident on 22nd Street and Ben Franklin Parkway. Foltz has had 3 surgeries and is scheduled for 2 more.
While a third-year Temple law student charged with shooting a Villanova graduate in January has been ordered to trial, 28-year-old Gerald Ung is accused of shooting Eddie DiDonato 5 times in front of the Fox 29 studios in January 17th. Ung's defense attorney claims he was acting in self-defense during a confrontation after leaving an old city bar. DiDonato was paralyzed and is being treated at McGee Rehabilitation Hospital.
Homelessness remains one of the largest problems plaguing the city of Philadelphia, but a group of Temple students did something to help. Updates Kara Thomas has more.
The Philadelphia 4000 was an event to raise awareness about homelessness in Philadelphia. LIFT is a nonprofit group that organized the event.
The reason our event is titled Philadelphia 4000 is that approximately 4,000 people go without a home every night in this very city.
Speakers at the event shared real-life testimonies and how they strive to overcome homelessness. Tara Colon works for Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign and shared how she is personally invested in the fight.
Well, first I was a homeless youth at 19. Then I became a homeless mother when I had my children. I've been in and out of homelessness probably a couple times in my life, which is pretty common for people of my generation.
Activities at the event helped put being homeless into perspective. Participants were given cards at random that were worth $1, $2, or $3. With that money, one would receive the realistic amount of food a homeless person could get. The event began inside because of rain, but ended outside with singing, dancing, a live band, and an a cappella group. Homelessness is a problem all over the country, but anyone can help, not only by donating food or money, but their time and effort as well. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Kara Thomas.
While Temple University recently hosted Faculty Awards Convocation to honor Temple's top professors. Students, faculty, and alumni nominated outstanding teachers who demonstrate excellence in their field. Temple's Great Teacher Award was given to music theory professor John Johnson, professor of English and American Studies Miles Overell, and associate professor of finance Jonathan Scott. Temple recently held its 17th annual Undergraduate Research Forum and Creative Work Symposium in the Student Center. Students from all works presented their research papers and performances to faculty, friends, and family.
We've had most sessions have been full or almost full, and students have given me a lot of great feedback, and faculty have been giving me a lot of great feedback as well. So I think so far it's been a success.
Students are encouraged to submit a proposal for next year's forum by next fall.
Temple University's Amber campus hosted Earth Fest last week to celebrate Earth Day. The event was held for the 8th straight year. Earth Fest has hosted nearly 10,000 patrons and featured close to 90 exhibitions. It was organized by Temple Center for Sustainable Communities. Seniors taking part in the 2010 commencement festivities will be wearing gowns made from 100% recycled materials. The new Green Weaver gowns are composed from post-consumer recycled plastic bottles. Temple's sustainability effort will remove nearly 23 plastic bottles from landfills for each gown worn.
In a few weeks, the city of Philadelphia will acknowledge a little Temple pride in a very unique way. May 12th through the 15th will mark this year's Paint the Town Cherry Week in recognition of the graduating class of 2010. Famous Philadelphia landmarks such as Boathouse Row will be donning the Temple color. Students are encouraged to show their Temple pride by wearing cherry and white on those days. This will be the second straight year Philadelphia is painted cherry.
Temple students and faculty who use New Jersey Transit to commute to campus are preparing for a fare hike that can make getting to class a bit more expensive. Updates Jeanette Lloyd has the story.
Under a revised New Jersey Transit fare hike, riders on local bus and light rail routes will be paying 10% more beginning May 1st. Train fares will be rising 25%. New Jersey riders felt strongly about the fare increase.
It's $1.35 right now here in Camden. It's going up another 35, so it'll be $1.70 to go from one place in Camden to another.
Interstate travel, such as using the Ben Franklin Bridge, will also see a fare hike of 25%.
I travel to Philadelphia half 3 or 4 days out of the week, and I have to travel all the way to Washington Township, and them fares are expensive as it is.
Governor Chris Christie insists that the increases are necessary to shore up a $300 million budget gap.
Chris Christie cut subsidizing for public transportation, but there's other avenues to address this issue as far as taking a rate up so high.
Judging from the amount of people here at the Walter Rand Transportation Center in Camden, New Jersey, a lot of people are going to be affected by this, not only in New Jersey, but in Philadelphia as well. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Jeanette Lloyd.
Well, a Temple senior has been named the first winner of the Harry Callis Award. Josh Schrager is the recipient of the first annual award in honor of the legendary Philadelphia Phillies broadcaster. Schrager worked with Callis as an intern and runner with Comcast Sportsnet. The $1,500 scholarship is given to a college student interested in sports broadcasting. The award was presented on the one-year anniversary of Callis's death. While Temple School of Communications and Theater has officially welcomed the Kyle and Lucille Rudman Media Production Center to main campus. The Rudman's $1.2 million donation will allow the production center to house what will become Temple University Television. The university's digital cable station will serve as a platform for the work of Temple's television and film students.
Still to come on Temple Update, a Temple owl may be flying from the nest.
And Isabel Garcia will be here to tell us about the summer concert schedule. Temple Update will be right back.